time, man. Talk time with MrCoop. Daylight's breaking coffee up. Click that stream, let's fire it up. Morning crew already rolling deep. I'd imagine that with the good vibes keep. Screens glow bright, it's go time now. MrCoop's here and he's shutting it down. Big laugh, straight facts, nothing disguised. Countdown hits and the camera shine. Red light flashing right on time. The mic is hot, the talk's alive. MrCoop bringing the morning drive. Say your piece, give it all you got. Wake the whole world cause the mic is hot. Yeah, we sip that brew, settle in our spot. Conversation flowing while the mic stays hot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, oh, yeah. He scans the chat with a careful glance. Calls it real, gives everyone a chance. Keep it cool, keep it clean. Step too far, he'll cut the scene. Oh, yeah. Stories rolling, punchline land. Morning crew, feeling grand. From deep discussions to laughing loud. This right here is our kind of crowd. No cue cards, no holding back. Just real life talk on the morning track. Hands up high, let the energy fly. Everybody tune cause the mic is high. Yeah. Talk times on the vibe won't stop. MrCoop turning it up a notch. Speak your truth, bring what you got. Truth meets laughter when the mic stays hot. From the first hello to the last coffee pour, we're locked in strong. Wanting more, wide awake from the jump. No lie, morning feels better when the mic is high. Good morning, flying, no call out. Every voice counts in this crowd. Turn it up, don't miss your chance. Step right in and join the dance. So the mic is hot, the show's in gear. MrCoop keeping it real right here. Wake up, fired up, hit your stride. Everything's brighter when the mic is high.
Hey, good morning, all you fabulous people out there. How is your morning going today? My, is it a nice day in Central Florida? Yes, it is. Wow, we got 82 of you fabulous folks just to see what old Coop's got to say. That's awesome. So, guys and gals, if you don't mind, hit that like button right out of the gate. Teach old ScrewTube to send us out into the interwebs. Oh, yes. Changing things up a little bit today, guys and gals, as far as what you see on the screen. I've been going with the window open here lately, but for some reason, at the end of my stream, my fish tank will just be cloudy as can be. And I don't understand why. They get fed early in the morning. So I'm thinking it's got something to do with that window being open and that sunlight shining directly on that fish tank. So I'm going to try it with just my light on today instead of the curtains open. So hopefully we can figure out what's going on with the fish tank. Because if it doesn't cloud up today, I know it's the window. Anyway, let's scroll on back up here and see what's going on. And yeah, I forgot all about my dang fan. Oh, good morning, Don. How you doing? Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Oh, what do we got here? Myra. Okay. Good morning, Myra. Okay. Good morning. How are you? Who else we got in here? We got Linda. Good morning. We got Bingo. What's happening? James is in the house. Good morning, sir. Dr. Tomost is in the house. Yes. Everybody keep DR in your thoughts and prayers. If you pray for her. If you don't, keep her in your thoughts because they are still trying to get her husband on the mend. So let's keep her in our thoughts. CK, good morning. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Who else we got in here? Andrea, good morning. Miss Nancy, good morning. Oh, by the way, Nancy, you need to run over to Rumble real quick and sign in so I can mod you over there. All right, all right. Who else we got? Joey Fleetwood. What's happening? Love the Coop family. Well, welcome, welcome, Joey. Welcome. MM Marsh, how you doing? How you doing? Bingo. Good morning. Good morning. Almost Boomer Crab. Hey guys, every one of you guys are awesome that jumped over on Rumble yesterday. That meant a lot to me. Everything that happened yesterday was my fault. It was 100% my fault. I should have checked before I played the video that I did. So yeah, but I really appreciate you guys popping over to Rumble. I'm trying to get the Rumble built up because we're going to start doing some half shows, you know, half here, half over there, trying to get that built up a little bit. One, because there's no revenue for what I'm doing on YouTube right now. Over there, at least I can get the ad revenue over there. So that's why I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are hanging out with us on Rumble. Let's talk about Rumble just for a second. A lot of people don't like Rumble for a lot of reasons. One of the big reasons is because it's a very political site, and it leans more to one side than it does the other. And the reason for that is YouTube were stifling a lot of creators' freedoms, you know, on YouTube. So they went to Rumble. Rumble can be whatever you want it to be. I don't have politics in anything that I do. Okay. So if we want to change Rumble, we have to get more people over on Rumble. We have to get the crafters over there. We have to get the streamers over there that talk about this kind of stuff. We have to get all of the tutorial channels. You know, people need to start migrating over there. And I think with all of the garbage that YouTube's been doing lately, it's going to push a lot of people over there. I know a lot of people don't like the politics. I don't like it either. But you're not, if you come into Rumble, you're coming to watch me. Okay. You don't have to watch the stuff that you don't like. It's just like on YouTube. I'm sure there are political outfits on YouTube that a lot of people don't agree with, but you don't have to watch it, you know? So don't let the fact that some political outfit owns a platform to keep you from enjoying a creator's content. Okay. I don't do it. I don't go over there and listen to what I don't want to listen to. So that's how you got to look at it. I mean, to let somebody dictate you having fun just because of their political beliefs that you don't have to pay attention to, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Okay, who else we got in here? Jeanette, good morning. Rick Friend, good morning. Philip Kraft, good morning. He's still fighting, and today so far is a good day. Thank you for asking and prayers. You're awesome. Right on, DR. Right on. Harry, good morning. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, you're testing me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Who else? We got Nancy. Let's see who's over here. All right. I got to go get Nancy right here real quick and kind of hook her up. Copy. Go over here. Click this. I spent most of the morning trying to set up my Rumble. I was going to stream from Rumble today, and I think I've got it set up right. I just have to ask a few more questions to some of my friends before I can go there. I want to make sure that everything okay. You should be on now, Nancy. All right, let's see who else is in here. Let's see. I can't tell who's mods over here and who's not. I know Mercedes is. Nanny. Do I have Nanny in there? Nanny, you need to jump over there on the Rumble dungeon, girly girl, so I can hook you up. Yeah. Big Dirt, you need to jump over there too, so I can, if you're in the chat, so I can hit you guys up with some powers over there. All right, there we go. Nancy's red now. There you go. I think she's able to do her stuff. Yeah. I don't know what all of the. Okay, that says moderator, supporter. She should be in there. Pickles. Refresh your screen, Nancy. Okay. Yeah, you should. When you're a mod, you should have a shield up on your channel. Yeah, I'm trying to get you guys fixed up over there. Oh, I need to put Miss Tammy over there too. Yeah, come back here. Okay. Because I haven't set a lot of this up because I wasn't streaming over here for a very long time. I just basically streamed over here, but I didn't do anything over here. All right, Miss Tammy, you are now wrenched as well, girly girl. So refresh y'all screens. You should be monetized. Let me get the overlay up here so you guys can communicate with each other. All right, who else we got in the house? Oh, who we got? Ozzy Leah, good morning, young lady. Good morning. Yes, we will be going over Mr. Owens asking for more time today. We will be going over that, and we're going to chit chat about just about anything and everything. Good morning, Roy. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Shanemesis is in the house. Good morning, young lady. Good morning, Shanemesis. Welcome. It's always a pleasure to have Shanemesis in the chat. Yeah. MM Marsh woke up to tornado warnings at 4:30 this morning. Holy cow! I hope they all missed you. I hope none of them hit you or even came close. MM Marsh, I hope everything's all right. All right. Having to deal with a customer, so I will be right back. All right. Testing me. You're testing me. All right. Who else we got in here? William, good morning. I hope Mr. Coop can be on air the full time. Right. I am. I'm not showing any videos today. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be on the full 2 hours today. It is the holiday weekend. I'll probably be heading out maybe a little bit early today. And I will not be here on Monday, guys. Monday, Mama's job, when a holiday falls on a Monday, they make them work on the Saturday before. So she won't be here or she'll be working tomorrow, but she'll have Monday off. So that's when we do our little running around and we have our fun, is when she gets off work on Saturday. Then we have all day Saturday, Sunday, and Monday left to play. So this weekend, we intend on going up to Fort DeSoto and maybe John's Pass and doing some fishing. So I will not be here Monday. Okay. Oh, Skippy, what's happening? Or Stinky Poo. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Blue, good morning. How are you doing? JC, how you doing? Who else we got in here? Gary, good morning. 81 Lake House. Good morning from Ohio. Wow, you're way up there. Oh, Lisa, good morning. I already said good morning to Mercedes. There's Nancy. Who else we got in here? Let's scroll on down. We already got 200 of you fine folks in here. So if you don't mind, guys and gals, please hit the like button. Teach old ScrewTube to throw us out into the interwebs. Hello, Joey. Again. Marianne Smith, how you doing? Good morning, young lady. Good morning. Oh, Graham Sue, how you doing, Sue? Welcome. Glad to have you. Sarasota, what's happening, my friend? What's happening? Johnny D, what's up? Who else we got? And then that's Pickles. Good morning, Rumble Dungeon. All right. Big Al, how you doing, my friend? Rumble is kind of unstable. Also, it's hard to keep it going. Right? Well, they've had a very big influx of new people that have been demonetized by YouTube that have went to Rumble. So the one thing I do like about different platforms that keep upgrading what they have going on. I like that. I like seeing that. So yes, they're going to have growing pains right now. They're trying to compete with YouTube, and YouTube, that's the saddest part about the whole thing. Uh-oh. What happened? Uh-oh. What we got here? Oh. Ooh. I can't wait to get off stream today because it sounds like there's some good stuff that's I don't know what it is, guys and gals. I can't tell you what it is. I don't know yet, but it sounds like some good stuff's happening. We'll find out later. Yes, we will. Okay, Lumberjack 7, good morning. Good morning. Sandy, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Is Nanny even in the chat today? Okay. William's still here. Well, let me ask this question real quick, guys. I don't want to reveal anything in case it's not supposed to be revealed yet. So I got some good stuff that I'm being taught to about here behind the scenes, and this person might pop on. Yeah, I mean, oh shit, snap! All right, let me get. Oh, where is my? Okay, now I've got to go right here. I got to go right here. Copy. You guys just bear with me a momento. All righty. I got to send a link out real quick. All right. I'll just email it to them. It's faster, quicker that way. Oh, this is going to be a treat, boys and girls. Yes, it is. It most definitely is. All right. Okay. There you go. All right. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. I truly do. I'm behind on my chat. So they said they were in chat. So I must not be down that far yet. But just give it a few minutes. We're going to have a surprise pop-on guest with us, boys and girls. Yes, we are. Hey, Joe, good morning. Nanny, welcome. Is Nanny over in the Rumble Dungeon? Now, you guys, my mods, you have to tell me if you've got different names over there. But yeah. You guys are going to be excited about this. We'll just give it a few minutes. I'll keep. Oh, look at there. Mr. Tug's in the chat. Good morning. I found something wild, he said. All right. Oh, tell Mr. Coop I'm here. Yes, I was behind, guys. But I'm not behind now. I'm all caught up now. So who else we got in here? Oh, shoot, snap. We got 301 folks in here. Holy cramoly. Hey, Stacy Nat, do me a favor, young lady. Hop over to Rumble and just make a comment over there real quick. All right. So, we got some news rolling in here. FaZe, hey, there's Mama Coop. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? Scammers don't win. Colleen, how you doing? Good morning, young lady. Randy, good morning. Any new information today or same old? Well, we do have, I have the new document that came out, I think it was the 15th, where Owens is asking for more time. We were going to go over that short document today. As far as I know, there's something that's been found that we'll hear about here. Oh, there they are. Good morning. Here we go. Good morning, Tug. How you doing, my friend?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's early. I'm surprised you out of bed yet.
Gee, I'm
Y'all
always out of bed, but I'm usually dealing with the kids, you know.
Y'all went late last night. Oh my God.
Oh, Lord, I know it's way too late.
I see you played the interview last night with the ex-wife. That was good,
Yeah,
man. That
yeah.
was good.
I thought it went really well. I was it's not my best interview, you can tell. Yeah, there's a lot of pausing and breaking, but you know, when you become the story, it's a little different.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it shut a lot of shit down. You know?
Oh yeah. You know, I
Uh,
have found something this morning that I think is quite crazy to show. Oh my God, dude. I
well,
tripped
do
across
tell.
this. Let me just bring something up for you, okay? I'm gonna you're gonna love this, man. So here, let
Now, it
me
ain't
set
gonna
the
get me
title.
struck again, is it?
No, it's well, here, let me just give me 1 second. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna love the way that this goes over, okay? Because oh, you're not gonna believe it. Oh, right. So check that out. I'm gonna share that. This is
Oh, man.
Volmit's newest article. All right. Now, reading through it, of course, he has his this is what supposedly happened, whatever, right? Well, if you read through this, what you find out is that he just got somebody that trusted him to help out on a case arrested. See, look, he does an interview. I don't want to show the top because he's accusing someone of being a PDF file. Okay.
Oh,
But
snap.
yeah. So I'm covering that for you here. But his newest grift, he's like, oh, they may put me in jail because of something too. But he shows a court document. You can see the court held a contempt hearing days later, holding the mother in contempt because of one paragraph of a GAL report was released by him, by the way, a report that was supposed to be confidential. Oh, then when you go down here later on, you know, he talks about how this person, there's already been a mother arrested and he may get arrested too, because essentially he recorded a two-party he recorded a conversation in Illinois. He's accusing some person, again, I won't take his word on anything, but he's accusing somebody of being like I said, a PDF file, but he's interfering in a case and he is leaking fucking confidential information in it. Oh, it's so nuts. He also, here, let me go back to the thing. I mean, he tells you in the article that this person, they got arrested because of what he did. Oh my Lord.
Now, so you say the woman got arrested.
Yeah,
and he thinks so the woman is the one that leaked the confidential stuff.
Yeah, well, gave it to him is what it is. So you know, they do hit pieces for hire. You know, you pay them a few $100 and
Right.
they do that. That is their business model. That's why when they ask for $300, it's kind of like with this one, when he's doing that call that I was showing, you could see it's a fundraiser. He's saying, well, you know, I could be indicted any day, but also help me fight this. For every $400 I raise, I'll do an article.
Oh my God. See, this is now didn't they release well, they're all known for releasing information they shouldn't be releasing.
I mean, he blew this woman's case up, it sounds like, and lost her the ability to have custody. No matter, this just happened. Like this is a brand new article that's on his stuff. People are commenting on it, so you can see it after the publication. Court seals most records. Protective mother has gone to jail. Yeah, that's because of him.
So since he's sharing it, she gave it to him. Well, he's just as responsible as she is.
No, the problem was he did an interview with the other person and he did not disclose. Now, these guys, you know, he's right in a part of what he's saying, in that if he were legit media, he can indeed. There's no expectation of privacy. You know, you can record a call. If you talk to media, that's a problem. But here's the thing. How did he represent himself? you know, because he's represented himself. I got tagged into an email a while back, for example. I don't know if you remember this, but
Which one?
yeah, it was when Volmit, though, he pretended to be another lawyer, and he got Randy to write him back as a lawyer.
Oh, snap. I
Yeah,
didn't know
so-
about that one.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a while back, man. This is like back in the, you know, those earlier days before everybody knew who these people were.
So he's pretty much known for being a shady shit.
No, he's a shady fucker. All these people are, man. You know, and he's telling you in his article, if you read between the lines in this one, that again, he's accusing this person of being a PDF. I know nothing on the case. I know better than take his word on anything.
Right.
So that person could be the worst person ever, or they could be the greatest. But what he did, just like normal, is if there really was a kid in danger or anything else, he just blew that freaking parents their whole case out of the water, and
Holy shit.
arrest again. They should know better than to leak information, but
He should have
these
never
people
publicated. He should have never put it out there. I mean,
yeah.
You talk about poetic justice if he gets arrested.
Oh
I'm
my
sure if they arrested the one lady, I'm sure they know about his post, right?
Yeah, well, you got to wonder how much he's spending on the, you know, I'm going to be arrested. I mean, who knows? That could either be. I'm curious.
Looking for some attention.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's why I'm wearing my right Michael. It's the different Michael. There's too many Michaels today, so I just thought, hey, we'll wear the right Michael Volpe shirt.
There you go. There you go. But that's interesting. So the you got two parties involved in this case, right? That you're talking about, and
yeah, it looks like a custody case again. And you know, I've not looked through this whole mess, but what in any kind of custody cases, you know, they are very strict about what you can or cannot share. It's like when I mean, you've been through
right.
You've been through your own stuff, you know. You know how courts can be.
Oh yeah.
So, when I was going through court, you know, they would tell you certain documents. I didn't share any documents, you know. I was like, fuck this. But involving kids and stuff, it's very, especially in contentious stuff. It's like going through a minefield.
So the lady that got arrested, she leaked the information to him. Well, is she still the same lady that he did the interview with, or was it the other
party?
The
guardian ad litem report is what it is.
Okay.
So,
all right.
You
don't mess with that.
Yeah. So he ended up posting a portion of the guardian ad litem report. And in the guardian ad litem report, whatever it says in it, like, again, who knows the truth of what happened? Because with these people, I know how they frame things, and I know how the reality. You've seen them. Like, again, there are terrible things that go on in courts. Like the court systems are inherently broken. So I do agree with that. But these people, they don't make them any better. So,
right.
But yeah, he blew up somebody else's case, it sounds like. Somebody that came to him for help, just like before. And now he's like, oh, I may go to jail too. I also like my favorite part of all of that is him being like, oh, I want $10,000. And he's gotten, well, he doesn't have the sound of any coin dropping.
I don't even think he's hit $500 on that, has he?
And in zero, and he hit $1.
Now, did he set up another GoFundMe, or has he still got the original one going?
No, it's another Go. In fact, have you looked at the other GoFundMe in a while? Oh, it made more money outside the case. Isn't it weird? By the way, I'm not saying that this person did anything, but isn't it interesting that makes more money for the guy who charges $300 an article, and suddenly there's a deluge of Bruce conspiracy against articles.
These guys, I don't understand where their heads at with a lot of this stuff. I mean,
why would you pay these fuckers?
I know. I mean,
oh my God.
I remember when he first came out first came onto the scene, how he was going to be unbiased. He was going to write an unbiased articles, and then turns around, well, you pay me money and I'll write whatever article you want. and he hasn't written anything unbiased, in my opinion. Everything's been totally 100% biased against whoever he's writing it for.
Did you see did you see the clips that that Jay was playing where he was talking about working with Bruce? Volpe was talking about it. He was like, when I started working with Bruce, it's like, wait a minute. That's not unbiased.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
how can you be non-biased when you're literally working with the other side?
Yeah, you don't work with any of them. Well, this is his wonderful thing. I love going through this. Have you ever looked through all of the fundraisers? for him?
No,
Look at
not from
this,
him.
dude. Check this shit out.
I haven't looked at his original
This is GoFundMe,
GoFundMe.
man. Look, there's 20 GoFundMes here.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is his racket. This is how he gets money. You know.
Is anybody even donating to him?
Well, yeah.
So he'll pick up a story and then he'll do a GoFundMe to finance that story, that particular story.
Yeah. He doesn't write for free. He for every, like the Hales thing, for every $300 raised, I'll do a story. Yeah.
Well, that should say I'll do a hit piece, but
yeah. But look, raised offline. Oh, look, it jumped to $3,500 now.
Oh wow! Now this is the one, the original one for the Hales thing that he took out.
Yeah, it's just he's continued. You notice time left 99 days. It just keeps upping the time.
I didn't know he had made that much. Last time I looked at it, that's how long it's been. He only had like a couple $100 in there.
Yeah, well, he had made a certain amount publicly, but see, offline, where you're not tracking who's donating, there's a lot more coming in. I wonder indeed. Like I said, isn't it interesting that he starts making money again and suddenly there's articles about, there's a judge conspiring with Randy Shuckett. What a loser.
So he's changed it from $10,000 to $800 now?
No, that's how much he earned, 800 out of
okay.
See, then they have a little section raised offline. Oh, look, there's another $3,500.
Holy crap.
Yeah, somebody's dumping into the old coffers. Again, I'm not saying who. I'm just saying it's very interesting, all the articles that are about BBB.
Well, it does look a little fishy though. You got $33,000 in something that's been dropped in there, and just like you said, we're not pointing fingers, but we do know where quite a bit of money was collected over the last couple of years. So it makes you wonder.
Well, it's interesting. Again, Bruce, he's sold stuff. He's had this or that. So he may have some money on hand. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know his financial issues. I don't know pro or con, but he's definitely hired enough lawyers. He's got he had that one lawyer. He's the one of the two people that actually lawyered up for Fed 2. Now I don't know if he's paying anything in the Larry case, because that lawyer in the Larry case has previous issues with Larry. So
now he does have a lawyer in the Larry case, right? Yeah.
But that lawyer is a lawyer that, like I said, had previous issues with DUI guy. There was his own issues. So I don't know if, I wonder with their arrangement there, is it like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll help you load up that proverbial bullet, and help take this guy down. Or if it's, I wonder. Sometimes when somebody has a hate boner for someone, they may help you for free. You never know. So,
now, that wouldn't be a conflict of interest, would it?
No.
I didn't think it would be. I was just kind of wondering about that. So he just found the best lawyer that, hey, this guy's got a bone to pick with Larry, so he'll be more than happy to take my case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what do you think about
the new
puppet here in Florida?
The new what?
His new puppet here in Florida.
Which one? Are you talking about the new lawyer?
Yeah, the new lawyer he got here in Florida to try and overjudge this.
I know that lawyer actually looks he made the best argument he could. Let's go with that. Okay, his lawyer is probably again in picture. I'm just going by picture alone. He's the most put together of all of them that I've seen. As far he doesn't look like messed up and shady. And it's kind of shocking for these people. But he put together the best argument he could. I mean, ultimately, that argument was you didn't, only a certain court, only blah 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 can decide. And okay, well, that's what the judge did. The judge didn't actually do any sentencing. The judge referred him, so they did that right. And you didn't his rights were denied because he didn't have access to a hearing here. Well, he wasn't part of the case. He wasn't. Right. That's why he got in trouble. That's why he was referred. So, the question becomes, does he even have the right to a hearing within that case? So, but they made the best argument they could. I mean, Bruce could have come back within X amount of days. I can't remember how many days. 30 days you have to appeal.
Yeah.
And he didn't come back in 30 days. Well, he found somebody though.
We were talking about this the other day. It's not like he was in the case, like you said. So take, for instance, you and I are sitting in court. I've got a case going against somebody else, and you're just in the audience, right? And you're in the audience in support of the person I'm suing. And you're in the audience and you're just raising holy cane, and the judge sentenced you for contempt of court for, like, say 30 days. He can do that without you going to court, right?
What?
Okay, say you're in the audience, okay, and you're for the,
Like, I'm in the audience, like I'm there in the courtroom.
Yeah, you're there in the courtroom, but you're in support.
Yeah, judge, if you're in his courtroom, can do a lot. He can do a lot to you. Yes.
And that's what I was trying to understand the other day with Bubbles interfering with the court the way he was. He wasn't a lawyer. He's not a lawyer in the case. He's not in the case at all. So the judge doesn't have to take him into a courtroom to hit him with contempt charges or hit him with contempt like he did.
He didn't hit him. He referred him.
Yeah, right.
So,
let me read. Yeah.
See, but that's the kicker. Their argument is that the judge overstepped. The judge, we have to be able to vacate all, because again, the judge doesn't have the authority. Well, if you look at what the judge did, first of all, Bruce is a non-party. He has no rights in that case, because he's not even supposed to be. Okay, so that's where he gets himself in trouble. Now, their argument again is only the Florida Supreme Court has exclusive constitutional authority over these types of decisions. So you can't do anything. And well, the court didn't. I mean, again, they didn't make. They referred him over to the Florida Supreme Court.
Oh, you're breaking up there, brother.
Am I?
Yeah, the chat saying that you're robotized.
It may be who knows out here. We got storms tearing us up. So
right. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like you said, he didn't hit him with any fines or anything. He just recommended him to what was this Supreme Court? Yeah, here in Florida,
Florida Supreme Court,
then the Florida Supreme Court, they just sent the information up to Connecticut and Massachusetts, right? It's not like they sentenced him to any felonies or anything, did they?
No. He hasn't been sentenced at all. He's just doing his best to try to vacate it all. Actually, what he wants to do is to get rid of the potential hits that, he doesn't care if he's found guilty of this. He cares that it carries the issues with the bar, because he was referred, with the this is his second issue. He was no matter how minor it was, he was still disciplined with the other mess, that other mac and cheese mess.
Right.
And out of that, they kind of give you that little slap on the hand in the first round. Second round, woo, baby. So I think he's afraid he's going to lose it. You know, he's going to actually, he's going to lose this case. And well, if he, you know, if he does with the bar, who knows what they might take. I mean, will they take his license? But they may hit him. They may hit him hard. You never know. They don't
I
like
think
him.
it's ramping up there. That's why he's trying to get this overturned.
Oh yeah, it's a desperate move, man. He's not he knows this is bad.
Say he gets it overturned. How does that help him with the bar up there? It's already been, the information's already been given to him. Okay, the judge overturns it. It's not going to stop the fact that Supreme Court already sent it up there.
No, well, he said, yeah, they sent it to the Supreme Court. They're saying essentially their argument is the judge had no jurisdiction to do anything. So, this needs to be removed. And if not, let me see. Give me 1 minute.
Well, think about it. The judge has every bit of jurisdiction. If he's emailing the courts, you dang right he has jurisdiction.
Yeah, he wants he's saying that, let's see. He's asking for vacating the order granting the motion to strike unauthorized communications and for sanctions under unauthorized practice of law, or in the alternative, vacating all findings that he engaged in unauthorized practice of law, committed or engaged in conduct characterized as a felony, was sanctioned, admonished, etc. Because again, that may hit him as a lawyer. He doesn't care about the other. If it's forwarded, he doesn't care about that. He cares about it hitting him as a lawyer, because that may screw him.
So you think things are starting to ramp up there, or he's trying to get ahead of it?
Yeah, well, it feels this is a desperate move, because their argument, when we went through the pages, it was like, okay, well, we skipped 60% of that document because the argument was something that didn't happen in the case. It's like, you know, their argument was, well, the judge, he's got to send it over. He can't make this decision. Well, he didn't. So let's knock that out. Let's knock this out, you know? And it talks about, you know, again, him not being able to attend any type of hearing. Well, he doesn't have the right to, because he wasn't in the case. So, I mean, a lot of the argument just comes across as desperate. The timing looks desperate.
So you remember Lips, right?
Oh yeah.
remember when she filed a motion? I think it was in Fed 1 or Fed 2. I can't really remember which one, but she did file motions in that case about Jeremy Hills being in a court case, you know, that had nothing to do with what was going on.
Yeah, it should have been stricken. She's not a lawyer, first of all, you know, right. But Michael, I believe his name was on that. Don't quote me. I can't remember, but
I can't remember.
I believe his name was on it. But he, when they send it in, you can do that. And I mean, they put it on record. They didn't hide it, and they weren't trying to go and say, hey, this case, you know, we're trying to act on behalf of a party. They were, but you know, they were just saying, well, we're telling the court that there's this case going on. Now, a decent judge would have been like, this has nothing to do with this, stricken, but we're not dealing with that apparently.
No. And see, that's where I thought this saved her, where it didn't Bubbles, because Bubbles, his interfering with the court with his emails, he was literally trying to try that case in the motion, you know, in the emails, just like he does with his motions that he filed in Fed 1 and Fed 2.
And he went even further. He wasn't just trying to try. I mean, that's what he gets in trouble for. He gets in trouble for, you know, he's not licensed in Florida. He hasn't gone through Pro Hoc Vice. In fact, these people supposedly fired him off of, you know, from being a lawyer. But hey, you know, his he also goes after. Well, let's just say he breaks other rules that should be a problem. You know, as an officer of the court, the way that he goes after Hales and the way he goes after Shockett, that's supposed to be a problem. If you went after the right person, it would be a problem. But apparently, you know, getting the bar to do anything, they're fucking ridiculous, man.
It's crazy. I'm new to a lot of this stuff, but I'll tell you right now, I don't know how I'm going to act if I start following a normal court case.
It'll bore you, man. You'll be like, oh, this is weird.
This has been some of the most fascinating stuff. Oh, I love that word, fascinating.
I know. Me too.
I love the way all these things just trickle out, and it's insane at some of the stuff that you read from these people. Yeah. I mean, I don't even look at Paint Chip stuff because his is so ludicrous most of the time.
I do. I love it.
I read some of it behind the scenes, but I hardly ever read any of it on screen because I'm scratching my head. What is he talking about? Why is he going this direction when it has nothing to do with anything? It's just, I don't know. So now, Bubbles,
he sent out, I talked about the email chain that he and Michael started, and it's funny because they not only rage quit that email chain where they were trying to, I mean, it's a funny, listen to this. I mean, this is how it goes. Okay. So Volpe, he writes, he's like, Megan, Tug said fraud means nothing. Do you agree? So, you know, he's tagged me, Megan, you know, etc. And so I commented back and I was like, hey, show me on the doll where the mean Tug hurt you. And Volman, he responds and he's like, that's the sort of response I expect from you. Then, of course, Luthman gets involved, Paint Chips, and he puts up the image from the revenge prawn thing, you know, trying to do his normal thing. Well, I don't give a fuck. That's not going to back me off. So I responded. And I was like, dude, I kind of respect you for taking up for your boyfriend. Got to get them kisses from your missus. You know, now I got to go talk to an actual audience, you know. So Paint Chips comes back and he posts a picture where I bought my home with me and my ex. Okay. So I responded back with an AI picture of him and Volpe when they've just gotten married. And I was like, LOL, I would have added your ex, but didn't she turn federal witness? And then I put in little quotations. I was like, I'll put you in a garbage bag. I put a little smiley face. I was like, you're such a loser. Anyhow, you girls keep up the energy and keep the energy up and keep those prison trousers sagging. Okay. So,
I think it's hilarious that these guys, they do everything. They make all of these ludicrous, you know, like the revenge corn and all of that stuff. They make all of this stuff the way they talk on social media, but then when it's turned around back on them, they throw a absolute fit.
Oh yeah, he will in this. So, you know, the next day I woke up and I'm like, I haven't written back. What's up? So I wrote him back. I was like, hey girls, whered you go? Funny how you suddenly get shy when someone F's you after you drop the e-soap. I was like, prison flashbacks, perhaps. I was like, or do people have to be afraid to get your rocks off? You know, you two and your reindeer games. So
he actually write a book, Paint Chips, from when he was in prison?
No. He wrote so there's an article.
Oh, it's an article.
He's trying to get sympathy, and he's talking about being ARPed and other stuff. Now, I want to be careful in this subject because we're talking about that shouldn't be happening to people. It shouldn't. You know, that's not part of justice. Paint Chips, though, Paint Chips is a piece of shit, and he tried to go back and essentially, you know, say that, oh well, actually, I was just trying to get out of, you know, trying to get out early, blah 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 blah. I was like, sure, you were a lover boy, you know.
Well, I agree with you. Nobody should have to go through that stuff, especially in a penal situation where you can't.
A penal situation,
or not penal? I'm sorry, in a jail situation. I mean, they're cooped up in an atmosphere where they can't get away from.
Cooped up, you say?
Cooped up, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. But I just think it's hilarious that the things that he claims happened to him. And then he can come out here on social media and just try his damnedest to make somebody's life miserable being the exact bully that went after him. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
It
Oh
makes
yeah. I
sense.
mean, they found a for-profit racket in doing this stuff. You
Right.
know, I mean, it's amazing when you look at the reality of disbarment and all of this mess. I mean, the reality, you think when a lawyer gets disbarred, they can't do all this stuff. Oh no, all that means is the bar no longer pays attention to them.
Right.
So
I did a little reading today. I don't know if you've gotten transcripts yet from last night, but I did some reading, and oh my God, sounds like Mr. DJ Radis is he's climbing to the top of the hit list over there.
Oh yeah, actually, it's on his Facebook. It's kind of, again, I think like in a typical situation, I'd be like, nah, this is, that'd be a bridge too far for me for sure. But and again, I don't control anybody. I'm not saying anything negative about him, but this guy that he's talking about here decided to take pictures of Shizzy's wife and put them in compromised positions, and so if they're going to complain, I mean, they're complaining about the same the same kind of stuff that these people wholly not only endorsed, but they were proud of. They were absolutely proud of that behavior at one point.
I don't agree with it, okay, per se. You got Paint Chips that does it all the time. I don't agree with him doing it, okay? I don't agree with Gigi Radis doing it. But that's their business, okay? But how can they sit back and whine and cry and complain when it's the same thing they dished out getting dished back on them?
Oh, yeah. Well, and they did it. What can they complain about? Are they complaining about the fact that that's a non-party? Holy shit, that's his entire MO. I pulled up so I was pulling up Paint Chips's earlier emails. Man, let me you want to hear some crazy shit? Give me a minute. I'll
go for it.
I'll pull up.
I found it amazing though at the fact that they sit there and preach, well, we don't pull up other people. Oh, yeah, you do bring other people's family into it. If I remember correctly,
he threatened to dox he thought I was still married and threatened to dox my wife at the beginning of this stuff, like right when he comes in. So let me find it.
Let's not forget about Megan. They literally not only doxed her address, they put a picture of her freaking house and then pulled her husband and her daughter into it. But they don't pull family members in. So
Luthman, this is a email from January 27th, 2025. Okay. Going back. And he tags in, he's fishing for her email, to intimidate her. So he puts in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He puts in 6 random emails that he thinks may be her. He puts in one of them he does hit on, by the way. He hits on one email. So this does go to her as a threat. And on top of it, he mails a bunch of random hoping it's me's too. But he puts in, hey, Matthew Lewis, a.k.a. Louie, I have you, that umbrella guy or Tug, and your wife, Ashley, on this email. I'm going to write a story on Jeremy Hill's anti-Semitism. I'd love for both of you to comment. So he goes through all his anti-Semitic stuff, attacking, all of that. Then he, towards the bottom, he's like, do you have any headshots or pictures I can use for the story? This is the only representation I could find that was close to quote unquote Ashley Lewis. So if you don't have anything, I guess I'll run with what I've got. Golden Eagles. Okay. Well, he's talking about TTU down here, college that I went to. They have an excellent program. Well, he pulls up a picture of somebody that is not her, but he thinks it's her, and he's saying, hey, I'm going to run this headshot. I'm going to dox this person. Also, he puts in a bunch of phone numbers here, like where the phone calls. I told you my ex had been getting phone calls and stuff. Bam. This motherfucker put their phone numbers right out here to all of these ecosystem people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, what a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. But these guys want to play victim. Oh, no. You don't get to play victim. It's not. That again, with DJ Radis, I mean, good luck. DJ Radis is not a U.S. citizen. Good luck doing anything about it.
Yeah, that I just don't get it. They try and take the high road, and there's no way they can take the high road because they started all of this. Who was it that pulled up divorce records from 10 years ago that have absolutely nothing to do with the situation at hand? Who's making revenge porn out there that has nothing to do with the situation at hand? And then when somebody turns around and starts giving it back to them, they don't like it. They throw a fit, just like you did with the with the email chain, right? Where you run him off. They don't like being confronted. I mean, I don't talk to Paint Chips. He came in my chat one time. I banned him right then and there, and next thing you know, he was a little pissy with me for a little while, and then now he's gone again. I don't really care what them people say or do. they're complete utter garbage.
I don't communicate with them unless I'm in the mood. I don't care. like this is the attitude you have to have online. It's kind of like with all the stuff I'm showing that these people did, like with my ex. Number one, I'm saying, fuck off. You're not hurting anything. I'm exposing you because you want to do it. You want to do all this stuff privately. Well, I'm going to show you publicly what's happening. But number two, I don't appreciate these people talking about fake lawsuits and how they're going to, oh, we've been harassed. I'm like, mofo, you want to see harassment? This is what you've done, and I can prove. So if you want to roll in court, game on. If you want to sit out here and talk your stupid shit, you can talk your stupid shit because, you know, I'm not wasting all my money on you folks, but I won't be intimidated by that either. You know? So I'm I'm documenting it publicly. And have these people tried real damage? Yes. Maybe they've done real damage, you know? I mean, again, I've not tried to get work in mental health recently, but, you know, they put that with my name. Who knows what that would do? But with these folks, they have no high ground claims. They have done awful things, and they have done it to a lot of people. Now, can they put together some garbage filing to try to cause people, you know, worry? The whole thing with lawfare like that is they want to financially intimidate you, but they also want you to worry and more. The thing with them, nobody's worried about them because, you know, we've documented very heavily like their claims. They set down what they would want to go over. They want to go over the fundraising and money. Well, shit, man, we've been recording that since its inception, and when it blew up publicly with David and all of that, yeah, good luck with the Lynette shit is still out there in public. It's still there. I recorded it again in May 13th. I made sure that, you know, I was noting there was also supposed to be refunds in January 2026 if they didn't do anything. No refunds. So yeah, I mean, they said that. They said that they were going to go for copyright, which is funny. They have a short video setting right now that has Megan's content on their channel. So, whoops. Now for me, I'll go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I don't see how they can. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. Yes, they're going to try and do the legal warfare, maybe, okay, where they're just trying to hurt you financially and stress you out. But at the end of the day, that's like these police officers that keep showing up at her house. You're going to tell me they can't see through this garbage? She's creating this situation and then trying to put it off on this person over here across the street as the one that's initiating it. We've seen it on here. I mean, almost daily when she does stream, she goes right for the juggler. So she's going to sit there and say she's allowed to have freedom of speech. She's allowed to have her opinions, but no one else, if it involves her, is allowed to have an opinion.
She also uses, so she's been talking about like Jay, for example, right? She pulled up Jay's stuff. Jay was pointing out the hypocrisy. He's like, oh no, you're going to go to prison for that. I put up a disclaimer just like you did, and you're showing my chat. Oh, that's $100,000, you know? And they've been arguing that, which is funny because in their disclaimer, they note Haas v. Klein. Now, I've talked about Haas v. Klein. I call it the H3H3 lawsuit. You know, it's a big one. You had Ethan Klein versus Haas has a really long name. I can't remember, but H3H3 took his entire video almost and made fun of it. They just ripped it apart. And the courts found that that was classic fair use, you know,
Yep.
and what they're saying about transcripts and more, they're dead wrong about what they're saying. That stuff, especially them running campaigns to attack people and more, like the stuff that they say. Hell, man, some nights they'll bring, like Megan Fox, for example. They were saying, "Oh, we're gonna sue Megan Fox." Well, they bring up Megan Fox. 90 one night I saw 140 mentions of Megan Fox. So you mean to tell me you think that she can't talk about that? It's ridiculous. She has right now. Can you sue? You can sue over anything. The problem they need to understand is that when we hire lawyers, we crowdfund them, but the real kicker will be then we'll hit them for lawyer fees. And when we hit them for lawyer fees, that I think she's been talking to Lips as her quote unquote lawyer. And Lips is not the person to listen to. Lips copied and pasted Jeremy Hill's almost entire filing. Did you look at all of that? That's
Yes.
crazy.
We went over the whole thing, and I'm like, really? So when I got down to the copy and paste stuff, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, she's just basically admitting everything that she's being accused of. She's admitting she did, because she didn't reverse the he and the she and the his and the hers.
Well, you know, I pulled up too. So talking about the accusations that came from Lisa, you know, I found there was a stream that she and her lawyer, you got to remember, see, I have to decide sometimes how vindictive of a mofo am I about what people do online, you know, and
Right.
there's a stream where she and Michael get together and the stuff they say on those allegations, like Lisa she's in the chat. Actually, I've got the recording with the chat and everything. Lisa's in the chat just agging it on, by the way, just agging the stuff on, which is amazing as far as lawsuit stuff. But my God, that's how you disbar a mofo right there. You have a case, you know, you're against another party and you're like, hey, this person over here, you know, I'm going to spread potentially life ruinous rumors about them. That's a good way to lose your license. Now, I've not reported that to the bar, but I'm deciding, like, how fucking vindictive do I feel? You know, because they tried to burn my life down. Isn't that fair? But
well, now you remember Paint Chips. He had made a statement here a while back. He says Jeremy Hills can win all he wants. If he wins $1 million, what's he going to get? Nothing.
Right.
But does he realize that you might not have all of the money to give Jeremy Hills, but I do know in the state of Florida, garnishments can take up to 51% of your bank account. Okay, well, each week.
He's got everything locked under an irrevocable trust, so he has nothing in his name. That's the way he operates.
Jeremy?
Paint Chips.
Paint Chips, yeah.
Paint Chips has everything that he owns locked in. You can do that where you take all of your stuff and you put it, you know, in another person's. You give them status where they make financial decisions. They quote unquote make financial. You can actually, in Tennessee, you can apparently make yourself your own trustee. So that's kind of interesting. So, but that's what he's done. So, yeah.
I don't.
When he's talking about money.
To me, I don't know. Jeremy had this lawsuit going on, and if he won, okay, potentially most of them people would have been financial slaves to him for the rest of their lives. Paint Chips, like you said, he's probably got it locked up in a trust, but he would have a ruling against him. He's not like he's going to get off scot-free, but in his mind, he thinks, okay, you got a ruling against me, so what? He looks at it as a game, I think. I don't know. Yeah, you talk to him more than I have.
They play a game. Well, they don't. I don't think they play a game. It's a for-profit enterprise. Again, I don't mind. Here's my thing. I don't mind dancing with a dumb fuck like that. I have no problem. For me, you know, my problem is I do have lines in the sand. Like I won't go as far as they'll go, but I've already danced with awful people and they don't scare me. You know, I also don't have the thing like Jeremy Hales has something to lose. Like what is Paint Chips going to take from me? And that's why he blocks people like Just Jay or Shizzy or myself. We're not the targets in this. You know, the response that made him money was Jeremy Hales. You know, again, they could take from him. You either. I mean, what are you gonna, you know, you're not gonna care. You know, you're just gonna
I
like,
don't
fuck
give a
you.
shit what these people do.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
far as I'm concerned, they can sit over there and rattle their gums all night long. I don't care. Okay. They don't bother me. Now, when they come to my house, now that's when we'll have a problem. We'll have a discussion. But as long as I stay out of their house and they stay out of mine, hey, I don't give a shit what they say. But I am going to give my opinion on what they say. Everybody has that right. Oh,
It's
you would mind
weird,
giving
man.
what's that?
I went back. You know, I talk about these people and their infatuations with butts and you know, male genitalia. So
Yeah.
apparently Michael and Lips are the same way. And I was looking through that and she was going, oh, that Jimmy and Big and Megan making breadsticks and Butthole Man. Yeah, you don't know what you call Tug Butthole Man. I was like, gross. Are you talking about my butt? Like, you people can't spend 5 minutes without talking about some orifice in my body. It's really gross.
That's one thing that it kind of gets to me is how they don't understand what sarcasm is. They'll take sarcasm and run with it as fact. And they try and retaliate. Like, say, for instance, Jeremy was always going on about his 2-inch pipe for the longest time, but it wasn't referring to anyone else.
Right.
These people want to make these crude accusations, but they want to refer that to someone else, like the butthole thing, you know, the breadsticks, you know, they want to take it a step farther where it's not funny. Then when I hear Jeremy talking about his 2-inch pipe, that's just funny. He's just talking about the 2-inch pipe. But when you take, say, for instance, Crook, always talking about Jeremy's honey buns, you know, and then you got what you just said a minute ago. Oh, and then of course you got Luffman with his alligators and his eggplants. I don't get it with these people. But hey, you know, like you said, they're for hire. They're doing this for profit. And it's got to be pretty low on them right now for the fact that Jeremy's quit talking about all of them.
Yeah, it's actually hitting their bottom line. I'm actually been tracking something. I'm going to be careful about how I say this, okay? I was asking people about refreshing. They were asking about this. I just want to point out something. Again, I'm just going to make an inference. I'm not going to name a channel or anything, but I want you to think about this. How does a channel, live streams die as far as viewership is concerned? Right. They die usually within 24 hours. Okay. Right. Like straight up. I mean, you've noticed that. You'll get one or two every now and then. The algorithm will spotlight, but otherwise they're just dead in the water after 24 hours. You notice how certain channels, it doesn't matter how many viewers they have, how anything works. Like, it doesn't matter if it's the heights back when, or or the lows. You'll notice over weeks, their views always trickle up to the same number. Okay, so I was wanting to find something out. So refreshing, and when a person is watching and they refresh, do you realize that counts as a new viewer? Every single time. So now, again, if people for you, like if you refresh your screen or something a few times, that doesn't matter, you know. But as a user, like for me to do that would be a big no-no. So I've noticed, they call it tabbing, you know. Right. And I've noticed, again, certain number, just watch that. Like, I've always focused on the algorithm because I do this I run a for-profit business. So, you know, I pay attention to the algorithm a lot, and I know how it works very, well. And I know that what the expectations are on numbers, how many people will view something. And I know that you don't have hundreds of views trickling in, you know, 4 or 5 days later. That just
No.
doesn't happen. It never happens. That stuff, that's artificial number inflation.
Yeah.
So I've been working on, I'm trying to find out if there's any limits. So I'll probably ask people again about refreshing, you know, hey, refresh your screen, you know, just to see what happens on some streams over the next couple of weeks. I don't want to do it too much, you know, but again, there's nothing negative. It is not channel harming. I just think that's interesting. You know, the reason I bring that up is I think some people are hurting out there.
Yes.
Jeremy Hills is not talking about any of these folks, and they can go on tirades about him and stuff, but it doesn't help. Meanwhile, Lord, we still have the bankruptcy setting. We have the Fed case that is still setting around. We have the lip stuff. I mean, there's plenty to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Plus, there's God. I really, that depot. I mean, we really have to introduce all of that to Rumble for sure. And the body cam footage, just so much stuff. You know, with the body cam footage too. The point in going over that is not just to reiterate, make this clear. It's not to talk about squat pump. You notice we don't talk about them very much. It's to talk about the person that made all of this public in their narrative, you know, because anyway, I'm talking a lot on your channel.
Oh, you're fine, man. You're absolutely fine. You and I talked about these numbers things because I pay attention to the numbers pretty hard. And I can tell you right now, I live stream during the morning. Everybody knows this. By midnight, boom, done. Yeah, you've got all the views you're going to get. So I end at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 11 hours later, you're done. You might have 1 or 2 stragglers here and there over the weeks, but for the most part, your views are done. A lot of it's got to do with the fact that we use these third-party streaming like StreamYard and Restream and stuff like that. So when you're done streaming, it takes so long for all of your views to literally get downloaded and done on YouTube. Plus you have all the people that watch your stuff that get notified. But like I said, by 11 hours, within 11, 12 hours, you're done. Your numbers aren't going to jump by hundreds. They're not. It's just not going to happen. I've got videos that go up and down everywhere. You don't see all my videos at one specific plateau. I know what the numbers are. Okay, how much you make on them numbers. I know what's going on, but I'm like you. You're testing a theory. I know where you're going with that. It's a very interesting theory.
Yeah, that's what, you know, I kept thinking, it's it'll be interesting to see where it all ends up, where it lands.
So let's see, you stream at 8 o'clock at night and you guys are usually over between 10 and 11. Now last night was a little different. You guys went really late last night. So I don't know what time you exactly ended, because last time I looked, you were still going at 11:15. I think you guys went a little bit farther than that. I'm not sure. But so say for instance, you guys went till noon or went till midnight. You're looking at 12 o'clock today. Your numbers should be finalized on what you made from last night. So we'll see. We'll see. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept, but it's also, I know why people do it. I don't do it. I really don't care because I'm not monetized right now.
Right.
But I know why they do it. Anyway.
Oh yeah. I mean, you understand why people would do that for sure. But you know,
well, you take, for instance, live streaming. Live streaming is a whole new beast, or a whole different beast than uploads. Uploads, you can make money on that thing. You know, when you upload a video, it's there and it gets views all the time. But your live streams, like we said, it cuts off at a certain amount of time where nobody else is going to view it. And it doesn't get put in front of people too often. So I don't know. It's just a whole different beast from uploads. It's something that once they're done, that's why when I deleted a bunch of my stuff because of all of this demonetization stuff, it's because that's dead content. It's just never going to make anything else. So why keep it? Instead, they wanted me to edit my whole channel. Why edit the whole channel? Just get rid of a bunch of garbage that nobody's ever going to look at again, instead of having to go through hundreds of videos and edit each one of them. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that.
No idea.
But yeah, Lips. So she's filed new motions, huh? She's going pro se.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that?
I think it's part of them trying a certain strategy that will fail. And I think that's part of it. I think it was pretty stupid to copy and paste as much as they did. That's that's definitely a strategy, not a smart one.
Now, I covered a little bit of that. I think it was Wednesday. Plagiarism at its finest. She talks about all of these degrees that she has on the wall, from going to school and going to college, and she's the smartest lawyer out there. Why has she got to copy and paste someone else's work? Why can't she do her own work? That's my biggest question.
Yeah, well, they also talk about how Randy is supposedly this horrible lawyer and stuff, and yet, and yet.
Yeah, he's such a bad lawyer, but yet, hey, let's just use his writing and we'll just pass it off as our own. And then that's another point that I brought up. The fact that she's so lazy, she didn't even read over it before she hit send. Because, I mean, why would anybody not fix the errors, the he and the she and the his and all of that stuff?
Because they're lazy. They just it amazes me. Why not change up a few sentences and not make it look like a carbon copy of the other thing?
Exactly. I mean, she could have run that whole thing through ChatGPT and said, "Hey, look, reorganize this for me," and it would have been better than what she did. To me, it made her look like an idiot. She claims to be smart, one of the best lawyers out there, but yet she copies and pastes. Oh, yeah. Mama's home. You guys can probably hear tickles in there.
Yeah.
There's the mama.
You're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. She's trying to keep the rooster from coming in the house. He gets a little anal with mama, but she antagonizes him. So all right. You got any more tidbits for us there, wild man?
Nah, I'm pretty good. I just figured I'd come in and tell you about the vomit thing. I thought that was pretty insane.
It is. And I usually don't read his stuff, but if you don't mind, send me that link to that.
All right. Yeah, it's weird because I typically wouldn't look over a lot of his stuff, but for some reason it rolled into my Facebook, and I saw him claiming somebody was it was a predator, let's say, a PDF file. And I thought, and I see people commenting on it. And I thought, well, that's interesting. Well, what is this about? Because he was talking about, I may go to jail. Okay. I thought, man, he's probably going to fundraise off of that. Let me see what this is. And when I clicked into it, it's just kind of interesting when you're reading, there's certain sentences in there that they're saying, well, he wasn't supposed to do this and he did, or he wasn't supposed to do that and he did. It's kind of wild.
That's one of the things that drives me nuts. And if I have any pet peeves, that's one of them, is when people make accusations claiming that people are PDF files or, abusers and stuff like that. That gets under my skin, because if you don't have absolute proof of somebody doing those acts, you should not be accusing anyone, because you and I have talked about this before. That's something that can hurt an individual in all aspects of life. Take, for instance, I've got a friend in Missouri that was accused of that stuff. And that poor guy, it took him 3 years to finally get that straightened out. And it was all based off of a lie. And the girl even admitted it was a lie. But yet he still to this day has people cross-eyed looking at him, wondering, was it true? Was it not true? So I find that absolutely disgusting when people accuse others of acts like that. Unless you have hard proof, you keep your mouth shut, because that could definitely potentially hurt somebody bad. Just like with the stuff with you, okay, you're not doing the therapy stuff right now, but what if you wanted to go back into it and here's all this garbage, all these accusations?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what that's exactly what I said,
And it drives me nuts listening to it, because if you notice, I don't know of anybody that's been covering the hell stuff that's ever taken low blows like that towards any of them. I don't give a shit what they do in their private lives. Whatever it is, it's none of my business. Now, if I see it publicly posted, like there's some of them that like to walk around dressed in leather with dog leashes on their husbands. Well, that's in the public eye. I didn't make a false accusation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, they made that, they made it very public. So they can't complain about that. If they think that's ruinous, like there's not anything in that you or I are lying about. I mean, again, it wasn't. Now, it was funny because they tried to claim that all of that stuff behind this, it was private, and it was like, no, it's public. It's very public, and you all wrote articles and stuff about that.
Now, how is it private if it's on a public website? How is that private?
Yeah, exactly. It was on Facebook, but then they set it to private. Well, it's the same thing Lips tried to pull. Lips has all those videos like we were going over. They were public videos, where she was trying to raise money off things that she was doing. Now, could somebody be embarrassed about that later? I would be embarrassed by some of these things, but hey, they do whatever they want. It's just the claim, again, that if they're going to put up a video of being walked around in a dog mask and throwing, let's say, toys at each other, that's their business,
Oh, but not to change the subject. I've been having quite a few people running around in my neighborhood on golf carts here lately. So I'm going to ask you, you want to get in on the ground floor of the Loofamobile business that I'm thinking about starting? I mean, with all these golf carts running around here, I think I can make some money with these guys.
Yeah, you need to get you a golf cart, man. That's what you need to go into golf cart repairs,
Yeah, I never even thought about that. Yeah, I bet I make a killing up in the villages. I'll just get me a trailer and pull it behind my truck. It's a mobile services. Call me if you need your Loofamobile fixed. I'll be there. Yeah. But now,
that's what I'm saying. That's well.
Oh my.
Yeah, but at this point, I'm not surprised by anything that goes on with these weird people. I'm not surprised by.
I'm not either. I mean, I'm constantly waiting for the next stupid thing to drop down the pipe with these people. I mean, some of the most ludicrous things that I've ever heard them talk about, any of them, is the fact that they want to play the victim when they're not the victim. They're not victims at all. But yet they go out, they create a situation, and then they want to sit back when somebody responds to that situation and cry foul. Like, what are you doing this to me for? Well, why did you do what you did?
Oh my God. Volmit's already like bitched in my email from Mr. Coop. You said I lost the woman the ability of custody. That's not what happened. She's on supervised visits. You said she got arrested, you piece of garbage, for you sharing something. I'm glad you listen in, though. You're like, oh my God, I got to listen to everything. Man, these weak freaking
Oh,
people.
Mikey Baby's in your emails.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's crying in my email. Oh, my God. Come on, Michael. You don't answer emails, though. Every time I chat, you throw paint chips out there. What's up, baby?
Well, I'll tell you, I'll be honest. I've never really looked very hard at Michael. Okay, not at all. But now this piques my interest to see what kind of nonsense this fool has done.
He's just like, you know nothing. Well, I know what your article says about, well, this got shared. And, well, by the way, I recorded, by the way, Michael, I seem to remember you talking about me and Miss Preston's phone call. And you saying, that's not right. That's a wiggle. Well, first of all, I live in a one-party state, mofo. But you don't. You live in a two-party state. But you're crying journalist. Well, hey, man. You didn't seem to think that applied to me. What's that? How many hundreds of dollars does that take to influence that decision? Again, I say all this live because all this, I will argue this either for, by the way, we should be monetizing Mr. Coop, you know, if you enjoy the content.
Right on, right on.
Help out those links for sure. You know, every dollar we do keeps the lights on. So
right on, right on. And it's all in the description box, boys and girls, and it's pinned here on YouTube. But for everybody that's over in Rumble Dungeon, we're rolling fine over there. We got Rumble Rants memberships over there. So if you guys are interested in like what Tug and I have to say today, hit us up. Hit us up. But yeah, I think it's hilarious. How many times did you play the interview with Lynette? And how many times did the people hear her give you permission to record it? And they still say, oh, that was illegal. How?
Yeah, well, they say it's not real or it's not real, you know.
If it's not real, why is she giving you permission to do it? I don't understand that. Yeah,
that's not even, you know.
I don't know, but anyway, I'm gonna look at. Like I said, I've been over to his Substack a couple of times, but this particular one, I'm interested in this one. I really am, because, like I said, I hate it when people accuse folks of things that they're not, and whether this stuff is true or not that he's writing about. At the end of the day, if he doesn't like scrutiny for it, don't put it out there where people can read it. Because I'm going to read it. Because this has piqued my interest. Somebody going to jail and him possibly going to jail. Yeah. Well, this could be interesting. Now, am I going to show his stuff on stream? I doubt it. I don't know. I really don't have much to say about those two chuckleheads. I don't like neither one of them, and I stay away from them usually. But this is an interesting story. I'm glad you ran across that today.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I thought that was must be having fun with Michael right now.
Yeah, I'm laughing at something there, but hey, I got to jump real quick.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks for popping on. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Hey, no problem, brother. See you.
You have a good one. See you.
Yep.
All right, boys and gals. Tug is out. That was some interesting information today, was it not, boys and girls? Now I'm kind of fumbled here. But hey, I'm glad he popped on. We had a good time talking. I always like hanging out with Tug. Him and I always have a lot of good stuff to talk about. Anyway, guys and gals, once again, sorry I didn't tell you guys at the beginning of the show, but right now we've got 535, 504, something, 35, something in here. So if you guys don't mind, please hit the like button no matter where you're at, whether you're on Rumble or on YouTube. Alrighty. So let's field some questions. And by the way, let's go right here. We got Rush 298. Thank you for the Rumble rant. It's much appreciated. Sending some love from the Rumble side because we can appreciate the fun you share, Coop. Well, thank you so much, Rush 298. Thank you. If I have missed anyone else, I'm sorry. I have not got my email pulled up yet, so I will shortly. But anyway, guys and gals, you guys and gals ready to get into this motion that was filed by the crazy man? Yeah. Or yeah, was it the crazy man? Who was it? Yeah, it was Owens. Owens filed this. So we will definitely get into that right now. Let me go pull it up. So, guys and gals, what do you think? What do you think about what we had to talk about earlier? Where is it? Outros, tugs, appeal. There we go. Appeal. And it is this one right here. And I'll pull it in here. And then we are going to pull this up here. But yeah, boys and girls, guys and gals, thank you so much. Ooh, took my thing down there for a minute. Oh man, I'm punching buttons all over the place. All right, let's get into the Owens filing, boys and girls. This is a pretty simple one. We'll go over this and then we will talk about it. Bam. All right, got me at the bottom. As you can see, this was filed on 5/15/2026. And this is the appeals. See, this is, if you guys remember us reading Lips's stuff from the other day, she says that Jeremy is not in any open cases, that these cases are all dismissed. All right. This case is not dismissed. She claimed that the Dan Owens case has been dismissed. Yes, it was dismissed, but it is actively still alive. They appealed it and it is in the appeals process right now. Okay, so it is not been completely 100% dismissed. They are still litigating this. And this is basically Mr. Owens asking for more time. I don't know why he needs more time. I mean, it's been months. I think the last filing I got was 6. It was 3/20. Yeah, it was versus Owens. It's back 3/20/2026. So it's been a few months because we're in 5 right now. So yeah, it's been about 2-3 months, 2 months, something like that. So I don't know why he needs to file for more time. All right. Let's get into it. Okay. Appellee Daniel Owens, upon motion for extension of time to file answer brief. I don't know why he needs more time. He's had plenty of time. Pursuant to federal rule of appellant, procedure 26I and 26I and local rule 26I-1, or I think that's 26.1-1. Okay, it's not an I, it's a 1. Oh, Appel request a 21-day extension of time to file his answer brief in this matter and in support thereof state. Okay. Appellee's answer to brief is due on May 22nd, 2026. So yes, it was supposed to be due today. The undersigned has had several family medical issues in April, which has impacted the ability to finish the answer brief. Starting to sound a little bit like old Lynette's teaching him some tricks of the trade. Oh, what better way to get out of things by claiming that you have medical problems in your family? Imagine that. Certificate of compliance with FRAP 32G1. Opposing counsel has been contacted and has no objection to such an extension. Wherefore, the undersigned respectfully requests a 21-day extension of time to answer brief. And then I'm not going to pull up the second page, guys, because it has addresses that I have not redacted, but it has nothing else with this. But we will get to the judge's grant. The judge did grant him appeal from the United States District Court for the Northern District of Florida, DC docket number. And it gives the case number. Order. Okay, the motion for extension of time to and including June 10th, 2026 to file appellee's response brief is granted. I'm assuming that Randy and Jeremy, they didn't oppose this because it right now they're just trying to push things forward. They just really don't care. He's got a bunch of stuff on his plate right now. I'm assuming. I don't know for sure. But hey, who knows? With the appendix, if any, due 7 days after the filing of the brief. And of course, it's got the judge's name right there. Robin S. Rosebrand. I can't pronounce that last name. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So he's got an extension. We've got lips out there trying to say that this case was completely dismissed. It's not going anywhere and blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? It still is. Fed 2 is still going. Now, there's been 8 people dismissed from it, but it is still going. It is not dead in the water. All right. I've got to get over here. Is Nanny Clampett still over in Rumble? I hope she is. I'm not sure if she is, but hey, guys and gals, if you're not following us on Rumble, you need to be, because here shortly we're going to be, I think I'm going to start it next week. Don't quote me on that, but I think starting next week, Wednesdays, we'll be running half a show here, half a show on Rumble. I haven't really decided what kind of format I'm going to go with it yet, but I will be doing something. I'm not positive 100% what yet, but we will be. Anyway, let's get to some people's in the audience. What you fine folks got to say? I see someone advertising to clean golf carts here. Well, yeah, if I get me a little trailer, not only can we fix them, that we can probably clean them. Yeah, we can get a power washer and put in there, and we get some detailing chemicals, and we can have a heyday. Okay, Stacy Nat. Oh, by the way, Stacy's over in Rumble right now, so let me go grab her real quick while I'm thinking about it so I don't forget. All right, copy, and then we go here, and then I go paste right here, pa-pam, and then we hit add. All right, Stacy, refresh, girly girl, refresh, if you don't mind. All righty. Let it be so, Coop says. Now that it gave Nancy her shield. Mercedes has got her shield. I want to make sure everybody's got their shields that's supposed to have them. Tammy P, are you? No, I gave you those. You've had yours for a while. Who else did I give powers to today? Oh, Miss Tammy P. Yeah, I gave powers to you today too over on Rumble. I'm trying to make sure all my mods on YouTube are over on Rumble as mods. So yeah, there is that. Alrighty. We got 60 of you fine folks over in the Rumble dungeon. Thank you so much for hanging out over there, keeping the chatter going. It's been greatly appreciated. All right, where do we got here? Let me get caught up. Oh, Marlove, what's up? How does medical issues with family have any issues with his lawyer handling his part? When you hire a lawyer, the client usually sits back and lets the lawyer handle it. Well, I don't. Did it say whether the lawyer had family issues or whether he had family issues? Let's go see. I can't remember. The appellant brief, undersigned. Oh, it says. Where is it? I thought I just read it. Proceeds. Appellant, of course, answer brief in this matter, and then no objections. Opposing counsel has contacted no objections. Oh, where did I say? Oh, here we go. The undersigned has had several family medical issues in April. Okay, the undersigned, that's the defendant. So you are absolutely right, Marlove. Why isn't the lawyer moving forward with this? Doesn't matter what happened with Owens himself. He has a lawyer. So that's a good question. Thank you. Oh, making it home, 1776. Hi, Tug. Going to miss the Tug raids this morning. Right on, right on, right on. Who else? Well, let me get caught up here. Oh, he's been managing work okay, no doubt. Can't make it for court. Had long enough time. The lawyer isn't attempting to his client's family, attending to his intimidated. Jesus, I'm tongue tied today. To his family, to his client's family. Right, you're absolutely right, Steve. Yeah, right. Who else we got? Not me. Laugh out loud. What do you mean? What do you mean there, John? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, thank you, Coop. All right, Stacy. All right. Matter of fact, Stacy, I'm going to hit you up sometime in the next few days. So be expecting a message from me. Rickles. Hey, my friend. Happy Friday to the Rumble crowd. Glad to have you, my friend. Glad to have you. Now, John, I think you're already a mod for me over on Rumble. I'm pretty sure. If you're not, I don't know what John was talking about. No telling. Mr. Coop in Rumble. I'm Carpenter Purple. Okay. Well, message something over there real quick. And as soon as I see it, I'll hook you up with your shield, girly girl. Yeah, I sure will. Because, Nancy hit me up the other day, and Rumble, I've always ignored, guys, until here recently. So this is one of the things that I have to get fixed. I have to get my mods that I have on YouTube over there as well. Because we're going to start doing a lot more stuff on Rumble. Yes, we are. I've got 2 months to go. So at the end of 2 months, I can reapply. But I'm trying to get Rumble up and going because at the end of 2 months, if they decide not to remonetize me, I'll just go to Rumble full time. I'll stream over on YouTube, but I'll try and make everybody come over there, or not make them, ask everybody to come over there. Big Al, what you got to say? Third cousin on his mother's side has the flu. Hasn't seen him in 20 years, but he's been having medical issues, having the flu last month. Big Al says, right on, brother. Right on. Mercedes tried what? Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Mercedes. The undersigned means the lawyer. So the undersigned means, I thought undersigned meant defendant. Okay. All right. I stand corrected. Dana, what you got to say? I'm guessing the Owens crap was expecting the case to settle from the arbitration meeting they had. Well, yeah, but I guarantee it didn't settle because Jeremy said, no. Okay. In order for him to settle, they weren't going to meet what he wanted. And I think he had every right to ask for what he wanted. I don't know everything that he asked, but I do know that he said that whatever he was going to ask for, it would set up all of his employees for life. So I'm guessing they turned that down. I don't know. Now, I heard through the grapevine that there was an offer for like $5 million or something like that. But I think Jeremy's wanting more money put into the pot. And I think that he's wanting this guy to be able to never practice law again. So I think that's why it's going to continue to court. All right. I don't have any powers. Was joking. Oh, okay. Okay, John. Got you, my friend. Got you. Mods are pink. Cute. I don't know what they are. All I know is if you have a shield, you're a mod. If you don't have a shield, you're not a mod. Mama Bear Leah, better late than never. Oh, you missed. Tug was on earlier. But hey, you guys can hit him up on replay It was hilarious. It was hilarious. He gave us some awesome news. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Exactly. That sounds like it, Nanny. I don't know what you and Nanny were talking about. Oh, Polymopicus. So you don't miss the little. Did you get me a song? All right. All right. I'm not modded on Rumble. Oh, okay. Let me go see if I can. Rick, go ahead and Polymopicus, go ahead and hit me up with a comment real quick. I'll get you over there too, my friend. I'll get you over there. Now you are on YouTube, most definitely, but I don't have you on Rumble. So yeah, hit me up with a comment over there real quick. And yeah, let me go grab your link because you just gave us a song, didn't you, my friend? Okay, there's Nanny Clampett. Oh, there he is. What did you give us? What did you give us? Polymopsis has come through again. All right. All right. I am going to play that for my outro if you don't mind, Polymopicus. Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Now let me get back over to Rumble to make sure I don't miss your comment. There he is. There's Rickles. I tried to do you the other day, or I tried to make you a mod the other day, and it wouldn't let me because it had a break. I didn't have the underscore. Now I have the underscore. Bam! There you are. Refresh, Rickles, and you have your shield, my friend. So any of my other mods that I have not made mod over on Rumble, just message me and let me know, okay? Send me your stage name in its entirety. So copy and paste it. I tried making somebody else a mod the other day. Their channel name has breaks in it, but yet like Rickles break has an underscore when I copy it off of Rumble, so I can add it. Anywho, I will get this set up real quick. Oh, let's go. Cha-ching. I'll get this set up so we will have it ready to rock and roll for our outro. Yes, we're going to share it. Then I'm going to hide it just like that. So, guys and gals, have you got your weekends all planned out? Because we have Memorial Day weekend coming up starting today. Oh, yes. And what you got to say, Donna? Dana. And Owens being removed from his position. Exactly. I think that's one of the highlights that, oh, hey, Magic Angel. How you doing, girly girl? Glad to have you. Oh, JH won't settle. It's principle. Exactly. I do remember him saying at one point in time, the only way he would settle is if one, all of his employees were set up for life, and two, Owens could not practice law in Florida anymore. I do think if I do remember correctly. There might have been more, but I think that's the two main rules that Jeremy covered at one point in time. Okay. I got you, Rickles. I got you, my man. You're good to go. All you got to do is just refresh on your end, and it should turn you or give you your shield, my friend. Okay. All right, boys and girls. It has been a hoot today. Yes, it has. I kind of got a little bit bumbled in my head, having Tug on, but I love it. He brought up some really cool shit. He gave us some new information. I will be reading that story, and if it is worthy, we will be giving Mr. Michael Volpe a little bit of attention. Maybe. All right, let me get caught up again. Yeah, I think we're going to call it quits here, guys and gals, here in just a minute. You guys all know I'm on Monday through Friday from 11 Eastern Standard Time to around 1 o'clock. Now, hold on. I'm not going anywhere right this second. I'm going to go look and see if there's anybody that I can send you fine folks to. And if there's anybody I can send you to, then I will. But let me see if there's anybody that's live right now that we can send all you folks to. Okay, there is, the live right here. Yeah. And then we go to customization. We scroll down. We hit redirect, and we go see who's on or who's upcoming. Upcoming, but I don't know when your upcoming is. J Hip's a long ways away, so I don't think you guys are going to want to go over there. I think. Oh, she's not going till 3:30. I know you guys. Okay, there's nobody to redirect to, so I guess we're just going to say goodbye to each and every one of you fine, fabulous people. And as you're waiting, or as the intro, I'm going to play Rickle's song right now for you guys. So have fun. Have a fantastic weekend, each and every one of you. And I will see you guys bright and early on Monday morning. Let's get this up here so you guys can see it in its entirety. Rickles always does some good stuff. All right, boys and girls. Peace out. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. You going to play?
Welcome to court, where feelings wear suits and outrage arrives with printed screenshots. Somebody yells, "Actual malice!" The judge says, "Cute now, show me the facts." They were mean, they were rude, they made jokes with attitude. They used bold font, red arrows too. They laughed on a live stream, what can I do? The clerk said, "Please breathe into this bag. Your legal theories wearing a drag. Actual malice is not they were snide. It's not they hurt your ego with pride. It's not they smirked while sipping tea. It's what they knew, not your injury. Did they know it was false when they hit upload? Did they doubt it was true and still hit the road? Did the record say no while they shouted confirm? Did they watch the truth burn and say views were earned? That's the test, not spite, not sass, not a comment section full of gas. Bias ain't proof, clicks ain't a crime. Being obnoxious is not jail time. They hated me. Fine, join the line. Half the internet hates by design. They wanted money. Welcome to Earth. That doesn't prove a falsehood's birth. They made a thumbnail, yes, with smoke. Still not proof they knew the joke. They used sarcasm. Call the guards. A pun has entered the courtyard. Can I get evidence? Not your cousin Dave. Can I get records? Not a Facebook rave. Can I get text? Can I get dates? Can I get something that survives court gates? Not everybody knows, not look at their tone. Not they rolled their eyes on a podcast alone. Not they were messy, not they were loud. Not the chat was an angry crowd. They brought in a corkboard, yarn, and a bell. A glitter glue timeline from Rumor Motel. Exhibit A, they were snark. Exhibit B, they were cold. Exhibit C, my auntie said their aura looked bold. The judge said, creative, disturbing, quite large. But none of this proves your defamation charge. Actual malice is knowledge or doubt, not just getting your feelings knocked out. Did they bury the truth? Did they dodge the correction? Did they publish a lie with confident inflection? Show the note, show the warning, show the contradiction. Show the claim kept marching after factual eviction. But if all that you've got is they laughed in my face, you may have an insult, not a winnable case. Actual malice, bless your heart. That's not the test. Not hatred, not spite, not who behaved worst. It's knowledge, it's doubt, it's reckless disregard. And if you can't prove that, your lawsuit's working hard, but not smart. They were mean, walked in loud, and left quietly through procedure.
If you like this content, then kindly hit like, subscribe, and share. Caesar commands it.
All right, guys and gals, you guys have a fabulous weekend. I think I made a mistake earlier and said I'll be here Monday. Nope, I will be here on Tuesday. And if you are not subscribed to Rickles Polymopicus, you need to be. He makes some awesome stuff over there. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today, guys and gals. It's been a pleasure. And with that being said, old Coop's going to say, Coop